Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
What a matchup we have tonight. Greg in the front. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. They've got Nikola Jokic. DeJounte Murray is up there with Norman Powell. Then there's Brown. And it's Banchero in at the power forward. And he gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Powell. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Now here's Randall. He had 15 points last outing. Over Banchero. And Jokic with the rebound. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. He told me there's no real way to stop Nikola Jokic. He can score on anyone, and when you try to double him, he dissects you with his passing, which is arguably his most dangerous trait. The coach continued, you can pick your poison with Joker, but either way, you are getting poisoned. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And here are the Pacers now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Randall no good. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Brown the pass to Jokic. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Jokic has got his second basket of the night.
Well, what really makes Jokic special inside isn't just his size, but his gracefulness.
Pass to Markkanen. For three. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And here is Powell. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Randall, and it's blocked and erased by Powell. To the middle, here's Murray. Missed inside.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
The key thing, Coach, that Dante DiVincenzo brings to a team is that coveted 3-and-D skill set.
I agree with that, Kevin, but he brings so much more. He can now play off the dribble and make plays for others. And I think the most underrated thing on a lot of players who become great is Dante DiVincenzo is both very smart and very tough.
And here is DiVincenzo, following the three-pointer by Jokic.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment, Kevin. Win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Here's Daniels, still scoreless. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around, and it's off from three-point range. Brown the pass to Jokic. Powell, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
Well, you got to chase Powell off that three-point line, or he's gonna make it.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Here is the list of players with the most boards in the league this month. The NBA's leading rebounders. Fourth, Jokic.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
DiVincenzo passes to Markkanen. Murray against DiVincenzo. Randall a screen on Brown. 6 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
And checking out the stats for Jokic. He's coming off an excellent season. 11th in field goal percentage. And ranked in the top 15 in free throw percentage. Tremendous confidence and technique at the line.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop. Good on the bucket.
Well, you look at the strength of Banchero. He was built to finish through contact.
Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Zubac. Halt the run. Basket good. Zubac has got his third basket of the night right there.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Just a straight flush by Murray. No fret.
And so it's Indiana with it. They trail by 7. Over to the wing. Daniels sets a screen for DiVincenzo. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of that.
Markkanen finds Randall. Back to Markkanen. Plays it up and banks it in. Markkanen's got 5 points so far.
Physical play from Markkanen through the defender.
Murray outside. The three from Banchero. Buries it from three-point range. 5 points in the game.
Skipped it to perfection, utilizing the hard work.
Outside Daniels. Back to DiVincenzo. Outside Markkanen. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, that's what you want to see from Markkanen, attacking the defense and forcing them to react.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. And the NBA starting, Greg, to enter the third act of the regular season. A lot of teams looking for that extra gear right now.
Yeah, some fans might think that everything is decided at this point of the season, but there's a lot of games left and nothing is written in stone.
Good on the second free throw. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
And he can't make it 3 for 3. Coach Coach, you and I were just talking about this the other day. We don't see many finished players in the NBA. I know Lowry is proud of that.
Well, he should be, Kevin, because he's not only a great player, but he's probably a role model for everybody in Finland and proving that you can come from anywhere now in the NBA and make yourself into a great player if you have both the skill and the desire to do so.
Now, here's DiVincenzo after Jaylen Brown's miss. Outside for Randall. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel.
Look, for this offense, Randall being an effective catch-and-shoot option is crucial.
Randall against Banchero from downtown. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's DiVincenzo. Again, Indiana.
One thing I really respect about DiVincenzo, a willingness to add to his game and improve as a shooter.
Now, here's Banchero. He really played well in that last game against Golden State. To the wing right side. Randall from outside. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Now Randall following the three-point attempt by DeJounte Murray.
Well, you like the steadying presence a guy like Julius Randle gives a team. He's a reliable and experienced player others can lean on out there.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, the way they've been
a break.
attacking
Take a break.
inside is phenomenal.
2 shots.
Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
And the first one at the line is good. Indiana making some changes. Siakam is checked in for Zubats. Bay comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Georgia subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Williams, he's checked in for Jokic. Goga Bitadze comes in for Banchero. Fields checked in for Brown. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Norman Powell. Spurs trail by 3. Murray outside. Kick out to LaVine. To end the drought. Siakam pulls it in. The Pacers have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Three-pointer, Randall. The shot's good on the assist by George. Randall's got 8 points.
Well, every season, Randall works on his range because he understands the importance of stretching the floor at his position.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
You see yourself on the field. You show us your best moves. Let's go. You got to dance like everyone wants it. You have a dancer. Let's see the moves.
Checked in for Indiana. Let's see some of the numbers here for Ivica Zubats.
Number 55, Isaiah Hartenstein.
Here's Murray. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication. We're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. Kevin?
They win by committee. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against the Lakers in L.A.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, you got to think Coach will show this one as an example of what not to do. You got to take care of the ball.
Here's Levine on the money from 12 feet away.
Yeah, the mid-range shot is not a lost art for Levine. He's a very skilled guy in that area.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now here's Levine, another guy who really kicked it up a notch in that game against the Warriors. Here's Williams, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. In fourth, the Spurs.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
And that one falls for Williams. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. It's a 5-point game. In this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they put up a goose egg last year when they played this team twice.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Williams. Spurs working the ball around now. Inside, here's Siakam. The rebound by the Spurs.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Back to Batadze. Pass to Levine. And here is Williams, defended by George. Williams gets the bucket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
George looking around. For 3, Siakam. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Down low. And Heel with the basket on the assist by Murray.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
George passes to Siakam. Now Bay covered by Heel. Pass to Siakam. Rebound by Williams. Spurs trail by 4. Murray outside. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
You can't forget about Levine from deep.
And Indiana shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Here's Siakam. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game. In the corner, Bay with it. Julius Randle getting it home for Indiana. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. It's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
Markkanen is out there with Julius Randle. Then it's George. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Siakam in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Randle following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Randall with a screen for George. Pass to Markkanen. Jacks up a three. A shot's good on the assist by George. Markkanen's got 10 points in the game.
Just a great setup for Markkanen. All he needed to do was shoot in rhythm.
Here's Banchero for three. It's good from long range.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's George. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
George scores in so many ways. That time he draws contact, but his focus doesn't waver.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Indiana making a change here. Zubats is checked in. Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change. But your style has to be fitted to your personnel. And during his rookie year, Keontae George started about half of his game, running the point most of the time. That experience will pay off for him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
An all-rookie selection in 2024, Keontae George is a player with tremendous potential. He's a long combo guard, and I think he's just starting a very long career.
And George drops them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
To the left side wing. Here's Murray. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That's what we like to see from Murray. Go at them.
And Stan, an all-star back in 2022, DeJounte Murray has since been trying to regain that all-star form.
Absolutely, Kevin. And look, the major problem, like it is for a lot of guys, has been injury. When he's healthy, this guy can really play. He's a true two-way player and can help you win games at both ends of the floor.
Now here's Randall. He's got 8. And here's George for 3. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Now here's Banchero. 8 points for him. Pass to Jokic. Here's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Banchero. Banchero's got 3 assists in the game. And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Your Pacers 30-day streak of bringing the heat now at his goal.
Switch here. Powell's checked in.
Make some noise.
Here's George. He's got 8. A three for DiVincenzo. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight. Brown outside. Ben Carroll, a screen on Markkanen. For the 3. 5 to shoot. Jokic, that's a 2-pointer. And another basket for San Antonio.
And he just makes it look so easy at times. Once Jokic gets going, there's almost no chance of slowing him down.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. 9 points last game out. To the middle, Ben Carroll. And finished off by Ben Carroll.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
DiVincenzo with it. Headed by Levine. And it's blocked.
How about that swat from Levine? He's got incredible leaping ability.
Here's Powell. Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Zubac against Ben Carroll. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Nothing the defense can do about that. Randall just powers it down.
For San Antonio, they've gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. Now here's Powell. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Jokic, no good. Indiana's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. DiVincenzo kicks to George. Zubac with the screen for George. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Zach LaVine.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
One shot.
Walker's checked in for Indiana.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Levine up top, defended by George. Levine can't hit.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Zubac. Spurs trail by 5. And here's Jokic. Last game we saw him score 13. To end the run, it's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. George passes to Randall. That's tipped. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. The rebound by the Spurs.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Ben Carroll against Randall. Bounce pass from Ben Carroll. Shot clock at 5. Jokic with the screen on George. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Pacers leading by 5 to the inside. Here's Randall over Ben Carroll. Randall no good. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Fades. Not enough on that one as it misses.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
Here's DiVincenzo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Zach LaVine.
Well, despite being listed at 6'4", DiVincenzo can cause issues inside. A physical guard.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
What makes Dante DiVincenzo someone guys want to play with? His grit and his selflessness. He's a hard worker who is always putting the team ahead of himself.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Hartenstein's checked in for Zubats. Bay comes in for Randall. And Daniels subbed in for George. Only the 6th player ever from the country of Georgia. Batase is an inspiration, coach.
He sure is, Kevin, and a hard-playing guy who can really defend and rebound. And he's an underrated offensive player. Great finisher around the rim. This guy can help almost anybody.
And here is DiVincenzo after the three-pointer from Zach LaVine.
Well, that's part of the value of DiVincenzo. He can run offense and set up others.
DiVincenzo against LaVine. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now, here's Walker. No scoring in this one. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to DiVincenzo. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Hield finds LaVine. Now Williams. Back to LaVine. Misses the jumper.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Daniels passes to Hartenstein. Now here's DiVincenzo. Williams with the block. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Siakam is checked in for Jarris Walker. And San Antonio with the change here, too. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for LaVine. Shot clock at 6. Siakam against Batase. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Williams sends a screen for Brown. Hield left side. Back to Brown. From deep three-point land. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Indiana leading by 5. The tray. The rebound by the Spurs. Bitase's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, good luck catching Dante DiVincenzo on the fast break. He is quick.
Outside Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
There's 1:59 left to play here in the half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Murray, and it's blocked. Siakam outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Bay. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Hield. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Sadiq Bey.
And very quietly, Hield is one of the best three-point shooters in our league, as dangerous as they come.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Heel.
We are having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
Siakam outside. A minute 20 left in the first half of basketball. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bay. And now that we have a chance, let's show you the NBA's top thieves. This is the list of this month's steals leaders. In the third spot, Dyson Daniels. The fourth spot is held by Paolo Banchero.
Between these two guys, it's been quite a month of thievery. Just look at the steals for them over that period of time.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, in case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync yet.
There's a minute left in the second quarter. To the paint, here's Williams, and it's Williams with the jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Now, here's Siakam. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
An extra element to Siakam's game. He can really handle the ball and even initiate offense.
Here's Brown, trailing here by 8. Williams has a screen for Brown. Great D that time from Hartenstein.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Pass to Bay. Three-pointer. They get it back. And a wide-open look for Daniel. Hartenstein with a screen on Heel. Daniel from outside. Hartenstein passes to Siakam. Drains it from beyond the arc. And now it's an 11-point Pacer lead.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's Indiana. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. Coach, what's the message that you're going to deliver to the guys in the locker room?
You know, we just got to maintain energy. We're playing against a team that's a really good team. We got to keep turnovers down. We got to rebound.
Energy is something you can control. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you. And, folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the San Antonio Spurs.
They're not playing with urgency, especially on the glass. Shots go up and they're just waiting. Go after the rebound.
Yeah, got to get those elbows up at least 2 inches. The rest can't see everything.
All right, next, let's look at some of the possible entrants into this year's dunk contest.
The anticipation is real. Everyone wants to know who's going to be showing out. I know who I'm picking. How about you, Shaq?
Well, Detective O'Neill has some classified intel that would break this event, so I'm going to keep it to myself.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
On the court right now for the Spurs, they got Powell. Jokic is out there with Banchero. Then there's DeJounte Murray, and it's Brown in at the small forward.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
DiVincenzo passes to Markkanen. 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. And DiVincenzo is good for 3. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pacers. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for San Antonio. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Randall. Now Markkanen. 10 points for him. On the wing, Daniels. Indiana needs to get a shot at it. And the dunk by Zubac.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home. Something that's more important than basketball. Guys, back to you.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. And he knocks down the first one.
Well, Powell is such a valuable asset. Great shooter, efficient, has a really high basketball IQ with all of his experience.
And so Powell nails both of them. Pacers leading by 14. Pass to DiVincenzo. Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. Lets it go with a 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Banchero outside. Jokic with a screen on Randall. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Off target with his 3.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Randall down low. He's covered by Banchero. Spurs trail by 14. Stan, you know you think about the release point on Jokic's outside shot. It's tough to get to.
Yeah, Kevin, it certainly is. And the problem is if you start to come out of your stance to try to get to that shot, Jokic will just pull the ball down and beat you on the drive.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
Both shots good from the stripe. Pacers leading by 12. Randall outside. Markkanen inside the line. Norman Powell with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Randall against Jokic. For 3, Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one. Pacers have gone 2 of 5, shooting here in the third quarter. Markkanen against Brown. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Jokic. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
The Pacers hiker is here. The Pacers hiker is here.
George is checked in. San Antonio also making a switch. Levine's checked in. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Murray against George. Pass to Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Dare I say he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
Now here's Powell. 5 points in the game. No good with the triple.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Zubac. No good off the back of the rim. And the Spurs with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. Murray with it. George picks him up. Banchero inside. Working on Zubac. Clock at 6. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, Jokic, one of the league leaders in offensive rebounding throughout his career.
George against Murray. Pass to Markkanen. Zubac controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Spurs trail by 8. Outside, Levine. Here's Banchero. He's defended by Randall. Jokic with the screen on Randall. Out to Powell. Another miss by Powell. Pacers have gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far.
Well, Daniels is a tall guard. He can get up with the best of them.
Now here's Murray. He's got 8. Powell with the bounce pass. Levine for 3. The Pacers pull it in. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Randall. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And now a 12-point Pacer lead.
Well, you look at Randall's release, and he gets so much arc on his shot at times. It really works for him.
And he makes that one. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
There's the lob to Markkanen. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Markkanen showing his athleticism, soaring to hammer home the alley-oop.
Banchero outside. Levine a screen on Randall. Banchero against Randall. Banchero right side. Randall with the block.
Well, when Randall is engaged defensively, he can make an impact.
Markkanen a screen on Powell. Randall finds Markkanen. Over Banchero. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Changes here for the Pacers. Hartenstein's checked in for Zubac, and it's Pascal Siakam in for Randall. San Antonio also making some changes. Mark Williams is checked in for Jokic, and Hield subbed in for Powell. No good on the free throw.
Yeah, big man with a sweet shooting stroke. Markkanen's skill set at his position is tailor-made for today's league.
And he sinks the second. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Well, that's exactly why it's nice to have Levine. He can do so many things within the offense.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That's his third foul of the game. Walker's checked in for Indiana.
Number 21, Jarvis Walker.
Murray against George. Walker a screen on Murray. 6 to shoot. And George kicks to Daniels. Nice D from Levine. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Spurs. Banchero, that's good.
Certainly not shocked to see Banchero lighting up the stat sheet.
Murray against George. Walker a screen on Murray. The three from George. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hield gets rebounded by Indiana. Hartenstein finds Siakam. Hartenstein with a screen on Banchero. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Connects from three-point range. Booker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, for him, it hasn't been a big night. With his reputation, they've used him more as a decoy.
Here's Banchero. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Siakam. Rebounded by the Spurs. Banchero's got his 7th rebound here tonight. For 3, Levine. Walker with the rebound. Pacers leading by 11. Hartenstein passes to George. Back to Hartenstein. Walker a screen on Levine. The shot by George, wide open. And the 3 off target. Spurs shooting 47%, pretty solid. And Murray, here we go. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat.
Now Siakam, after Zach LaVine missed from long range. 17-foot shot on the way. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist. Banchero's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside Daniel. Hartenstein with the screen on Murray. The 3 from George. A rebound by the Spurs. Williams passes to Murray. 36 seconds left in the third. Here's Banchero. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Here's Daniels. And LaVine with the block. There's the 3. Walker with the rebound. Pass to Siakam. Sinks that one from the post. Siakam's got 10 points in the game. Here's LaVine. Here's Banchero for 3. And so it's Indiana. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we'll be right back after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with George on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Tyson Daniels is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Randall. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Markkanen in at the 3. San Antonio with the ball. Inside, here's Williams. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, as his career has progressed, Brown's really improved his playmaking. Credit to him for putting in the work.
Now, here's Markkanen. Here's DiVincenzo. Markkanen a screen on Powell. Just 4 to shoot. Markkanen can't get it to go.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Randall against Jokic. Over in the corner, Brown. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Indiana. They lead by 11. And that one's good. Daniels.
Well, Daniels has good length. So this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
Now here's Williams. Back to Powell. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. For 3, LaVine. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Daniels has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Siakam. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Zubac is checked in for Pascal Siakam.
Now into the lineup for Indiana. Number 9, Ivica Zubac.
Here's DiVincenzo. On the wing, Markkanen. Randall outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's DiVincenzo. San Antonio with the rebound. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Pass pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Outside, Markkanen. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Some quick hands there from Lowry into his motion fast.
Jokic kicks to Levine. Back to Jokic. And the rejection by Zubac. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And the Spurs with possession. Down by 15.
And they've gone ice cold from the outside as they're trying to cut into this deficit. The three-point percentage much worse this half than it was in the first.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jokic against Zubac. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
The first one falls.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And Jokic drops them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
DiVincenzo kicks to Daniels. Randall outside. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. And the Pacers lead by 18.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Levine. Brown outside. Lock at 6. Jokic sets the screen for Brown. Offensive rebound. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, the first guy you have to box out there, Nikola Jokic. That's just bad recognition.
Randall a screen on Levine. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Spurs trail by 16. Brown outside. Strong finish through the contact from Brown.
And after a lackluster first half, he's playing with a lot more energy now. Sometimes it takes that break to reset.
The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Well, that's the thing about DiVincenzo. He stays active at both ends.
It's Jokic, top of the key. Pass to Levine. Oh, that's blocked. Handle with the ball. Williams picks him up, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Zubac finds DiVincenzo. Outside, Markkanen. Offline with his three. Spurs trail by 16. Williams, a screen on Randall. Stolen by Markkanen. On the wing, Daniels. Guarded by Levine. Daniels passes to Randall. On the wing, DiVincenzo. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. DiVincenzo's got 21.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Williams, a screen on DiVincenzo. And then Williams slams it in.
Nice job there by Levine, making the extra pass and putting it on the money.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Indiana leading by 17. Outside Daniel. Back to DiVincenzo. Markkanen a screen on Levine. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. And the wing jumper offline. Jokic passes to Levine. Out to Powell. Three-pointer. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Pass to Zubac. Jokic with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. He's looking for Williams and finds him. And that one drops for him. And that's 11 points for Williams.
Well, that's a smart pass in close quarters.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 12. Powell outside. Pass to Jokic. And the rejection by Zubac. Randall finds DiVincenzo. Randall a screen on Powell. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. And he converts the layup.
Wow. Randall with a fantastic dribble move. We're seeing why teams use him as a point forward.
Now here's Powell. Brown outside. Jokic sets the screen for Brown. That 3 off the mark.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Randall outside. Down low. Here's Daniels, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Zach LaVine.
Well, I like the activity of Daniels there.
And how about the emergence, Stan, of Dyson Daniels as an elite wing defender?
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think what happened with Dyson Daniels is he just got a chance to step into more playing time. And as he got that consistent time, he showed that he's not only one of the best defenders in this league, but he's got more offensive skill than people thought he had also. You can call Dyson Daniels a 6'8" point guard. He is great handling the ball. And let me tell you, few better defenders than Daniels in the league.
Paolo Banchero's checked in for the Spurs. DeJounte Murray comes in for Powell. Both free throws good from Daniels. So it's San Antonio now. Murray outside. Shot clock at 6. Let's go. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Spurs. It's a 16-point game. And the rejection by Zubac. And Randall has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Murray against DiVincenzo. Daniels. And he does not hit.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Jokic with the screen on Randall. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
Number 35.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Powell, he's jacked in for Zach LaVine. Murray against DiVincenzo. Markkanen outside. Down low, gets it to go.
It is really hard to defend Markkanen at 7 feet. The blend of size and skill is incredible.
Third team foul. At the line, for the Pacers, Lauri Markkanen. One shot.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball.
Now, here's Banchero. Trying to end the drought. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Ivica Zubac. Third personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for San Antonio, Nikola Jokic.
Shoot 2.
At the line for 2.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
Well, the awareness of space on the floor that Jokic has is something that sets him apart. He and LeBron are on their own level in that regard. What an incredible player.
And Jokic drops them both. Indiana leading by 17. Randall a screen on Murray. Rejected by Murray.
Well, that's the long arms of Murray. A huge asset defensively, as we saw right there.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
It's Randall. It's stolen by Banchero. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Well, Brown is always looking to score, but he's far from a selfish player, and he will move the ball, too.
Now here's Randall. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Indiana.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Zubac.
Well, he was all about the rim protection in this one. His defensive presence was felt from the get-go.
Good! They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Randall. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Lori, an impressive win tonight. What do victories like this tell you about where this team is headed?
It gives us confidence. We showed that if we play well and we play defense down the stretch, we can beat. And we've shown it. We can compete with anybody. We just got to do it for a full game.
Confidence is key down the stretch. Thanks, Lori.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And now, our player of the game, Ivica Zubac.